Hey guys, it's Vernie here. Another Tuesday, another Vault video. This is Season 4, Week 2. So we've got 5 characters to go through. 3 of them I played pretty heavily last week. We ended up on the Druid for Mythic in my weekend guild just because we lost one of our tanks. So I ended up tanking this week. So I ran a bunch of keys on that character to try and get it geared. And then as you can see, we've done normal on the Paladin, heroic on the Paladin, heroic on the Shaman, normal heroic, and 4 of 9 mythic on the Druid, plus a full stack of vaults. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go ahead and start with our one boxers first. So the Mage and the Evoker, just going to have one myth piece. Realistically, anything should be an upgrade. We'd love to see some tier so we could slowly start getting tier pieces. Right now, I'm mostly focusing on characters that I need to play for raid, so that's why you see the bulk of the stuff on the Paladin, Shaman, and Druid. Technically, the Shaman is my second main. That's for the weekend guild, so we will be playing Enhance mostly. And the Paladin is my true main, and that's Holy, so that's where that one's going. So, Mage. I think last week we took a heroic tier piece, Hero Helm. We would love to see anything else so we could catalyze it. Pretty please. A cape. Oh, dude, no, man. Man, that's disappointing. Okay, that's like the weakest stat piece we could see, but it is an item level upgrade. So what we'll end up doing is we'll recraft our embellishment from our cape to probably boots. Oh, not super exciting, but hey, it's an upgrade. 492. Keys feel pretty easy this season. Like, yeah, they squished a lot of the levels, but if you were comfortably doing 18s last season, you can very comfortably do 8s now. Like, most of my characters that have done 8s were in last raid's, item level bracket. So, 485, very easily able to do 8s with a competent group. Evoker also got an 8. Last week we took a heroic weapon because we were slacking. We didn't do 8s last week. This week we did. So, again, realistically, any tier, I'd be disappointed to see a weapon, but myth is a myth, right? So we'll see. Okay, dude, 2 weapons in a row, but this is a staff. And unfortunately, we don't have the legendary. I don't know if we'll be getting the legendary. I've kind of given up farming it. So I think, honestly, I'm just going to take the myth weapon. I mean, it's got avoidance too, which is kind of nice. The stats are pretty mid, but that's okay. So 492 on the mage and the evoker. All right. Next, we've got the shaman. I didn't log out because I'm an idiot. Nice. So the shaman did a full heroic clear. Dude. Okay. Apparently something in my add-on is blocking my logout function. Haha, just patch day things. Time to open CurseForge and see what needs to be updated so we don't have this problem. Brief interruption while we have the slowest load screen in history. Oh, and we've been disconnected. That's perfect. Well, if we don't get back in, this might have to be a two-parter. Oh, we're in. Okay, let's go. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. So, Shaman did a full heroic clear, and we did, like, I don't know, 15 to 20 dungeons. We did a lot of dungeons. Enhance is pretty fun. We actually did a couple Ellie dungeons as well, with like 3 resto dungeons. So we played all the specs last week on the Shaman. Shaman is still fine. It's not meta, but it is still good. It's a little squishy, which I'm not a huge fan of, but fun enough overall. So last week we took an icon. This week we would love to see a neck so I could replace my embellishment. We don't want to have the lariat here. We'd like to get a crafted piece with the mastery on it. So we're going to go enhance. And we're going to pray for a weapon. A weapon, a neck. Oh. Oh, dude, that's a Sarkareth cape. Okay. Ah, man, I think that's really good. But so are these. But that's a Sarkareth cape. I think that saves us a bullion. Let me just double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure Enhance in its true Bis setup takes this, but man, you're losing out on a lot of stamina, which is not great. Because they're already kind of a squishy class. But I kind of want to take it. It's a meme season. I kind of want to take it for the memes. Hold on, let's see. Where is the bullion stuff? I gotta find. Is it a meme? It says it's decent. Just that you need to know it's meaningful damage bump, but massive downsides depending on what you're doing. Oh. I mean, I gotta take it, right? Even just for the funsies, I gotta take it. There's no way I can pass up a cape. How much stamina are we gonna lose? I'm betting 150k HP. Oh, not even. Not even 100k. Really? Or my add-on's broken and I just can't see my health? Okay, well, the cape is kind of crazy. Maybe an ill-advised pick, but we like it. I don't think I've ever seen a cape in the vault before. That's nuts. Okay, so the Druid, we did normal, we did a full heroic, and we did 4 of 9 mythic, so we'll have 2 mythic raid slots, 1 heroic. And then we did a couple 8s, I think 4 8s, and then some crappier keys after that. So we'll have 2 myth dungeon slots, 1 hero dungeon slot on top of the raid boxes. Which, man, these loading screens are... Patch is broken something, man. It is not like it. Are we going to DC again? Mid-load screen? Looks like this video is going to require some editing. Hell yeah, bro. Just you DC every time you try to log in or reload. You'll love to see it. Now our character's not showing up. Are we going to be able to get in? Who the fuck knows? I'd rather not have to splice this video together, but I guess if it continues to be bad, then yeah. I mean, how long have the servers been up? Hours, right? Let's look. Yeah, hours. Okay, cool. Very nice. It's cool that the servers are still shitty multiple hours after the server's been up. Okay, so we made it to 505 on the Druid. In Mythic, we ended up getting a Myth weapon from Amalgamation Chamber. We upgraded a Lariat because it's like okay for Guardian. It's pretty good for Resto. We're going to be doing both specs. And we are going to be able to get 4-piece this week. So I don't really care about tier. I kind of just want weapons and trinkets. The question is, do I go Feral or Resto? I think I might go Feral because there is the off chance that like I get a Jarun or the Farak weapon, and those would be the biggest for me. So we're gonna go ahead and open as Feral, and then maybe after that we can open as Resto next week. Okay, well that's not what we wanted to see. Mag Mammoth scale. This is actually decent in dungeons. 519 belt. 519 boots. I mean, these are only hero to myth upgrades. They're pretty small. Controlled current technique, I think, is Garbo. A hero helm. Ooh, the myth pants. Do we have any pants to catalyze? We don't. Oh, we have 506 hero pants. I think this might be a Mag Mammoth scale, which is gonna sound really stupid. But I'm mostly playing Guardian for dungeons. It's actually not terrible for single target. Let's look at multi-target. And yeah, I mean, it's like top 5 or 6 for Guardian on both. We're going to take the trinket. And then we can spend our bullion on actual resto pieces, which is great. So our trinkets are kind of cracked. Boom! 507. All right, interesting. And lastly, we've got the Paladin. Please don't crash again. Surely we don't get 3 crashes in a single video, right? Right? Okay. Let's see if we can make it in here. So the Paladin, we ended up with a normal and heroic clear. We were not rostered for mythic last week, so we did not get any mythic kills, but then we did fill our vaults up. Did a bunch of 10s and then some 9s. So we'll have 2 max dungeon pieces and then 1 lower myth piece. So 3 myth pieces in total, plus heroic grade. We ended up buying chromatic essence with our first bullion. I'm trying to think what we really want. I guess a myth weapon. Myth weapon or myth shield would be pretty solid. We'll make sure we're on holy. I don't even think there are dungeon trinkets I would want, but we need a weapon or a shield, so we're going to stick with holy. And I guess a ring wouldn't be the worst. Okay. Ward of Faceless Ire. It's okay for dungeons. Mastery Neck, but we're not going to replace the Lariat as holy. Verse Crit Ring. Terrible stats. We really don't want this ring. Myth Gloves, which, hero to myth is small. Myth Boots, which we're losing Leech Boots, so we don't like that. And a Myth Helm with unideal stats. Verse Haste. Do we have anything we can slot in as an off piece that's got better stats? The answer is no. And Verse Haste is not great. We're playing Haste Crit. But these are good stats too. It's going to be pretty minor either way. I guess I'll just take the Helm. The Helm is more stats overall because it's a larger stat budgeted piece. The stats aren't ideal, but you take the myth tier when you can. Last week we took chess, so I guess we're fine with Helm, Okay, so we'll just pop that on. Again, not super ideal. I really, you want this as an off piece, but it's fine. And we'll go ahead and put our Helm enchant on that just so we don't forget. Okay, and that's going to be the vault video. And sorry for the interruptions with the disconnects. Can't really help the server stability, and I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like editing this video, so we're just going to leave it as is. Fresh and natural. So, hope you guys had some good vaults. I'll be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Veronix. I will be in for Mythic this week on the Paladin. Again, we're still trialing with the new guild, so feel free to come and check us out. Hope to see you on the stream. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.